Hello, welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you for escaping with us. That's Alex. I'm Andrew.
And as always, with great power comes great everything has gone wrong ability. Everything is going wrong ability. Shall we
rank list of things?
Yes.
Okay. Number one, I'm still kind of sick.
Yep.
I'm getting better though.
Yep.
I'm like on the other side of it. But
yes. But that means that you're constantly getting rid of fluids, and the fluids are gross.
The fluids are happening.
Great.
Second, just came back from an event. Getting over the sickness is not helped by being out in 90-degree weather just in the baking sun in Southern California.
92 degrees, no clouds.
No clouds.
Straight sun.
No breeze. No breeze is happening. The workers were handing out waters like crazy, so shout out them.
All right.
But it was a good event. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Set is leaking.
Your AC back here in the guest house has exploded. And it's exploded with water. And
I don't know if that's the correct.
The water has ruined half of the set.
Word.
We had to get the new table.
Yeah.
This may be the new table going forward. We don't know, but we had to condense the set because all that, you don't see it, but our Lilo and Stitch Escape Pod logo towel is now being used.
Link in description.
You better believe it.
Nice plug. Our friggin' hot dog fingers are ruined.
The hot dog fingers in the box are ruined, but you could always just use them and go like this a bunch.
Yeah. And then Appa got wet.
Yep.
R2-D2 got wet.
Yep.
TASM 2 got wet. Who allowed that?
Not me. You know me. I'm going to fight for TASM too.
Good, as you should.
No.
Is there anything else going wrong?
I'm getting sick.
Uh-oh, your girlfriend's sick.
She's getting over it as well, but that means a lot of gross fluids.
You know who I blame?
Who?
Ashley Tisdale.
Why?
She was sick when I did that event 2 weeks ago. And I got sick a week and a half ago.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Ashley Tisdale
Got me sick.
She screwed you.
But she gave me an elbow. She didn't want to. She was no hugs for that day. She was doing like a fist bump or an elbow.
The elbow was infected.
The elbow was infected. I saw her again today though. She said she was feeling better.
Good.
As am I.
You have a nice relationship with Ashley Tisdale.
Apparently.
Now? That's pretty cool.
Good enough to for her to get me sick.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's Sharpay.
It is Sharpay.
That's Candace.
A legend. I saw.
What's her name on Life and Sweet Life?
No, not happening.
It's not happening.
I forgot that was her. That's crazy.
It's London Tipton.
And
what's her name? Darn it.
What is it? Candace? Not Candace. Ashley Tisdale.
The comments are killing us right now.
Hello? Tell me what it is.
It's something with a B. It's like Betty or something. It's something stupid.
I highly doubt that's
it's
what it
not
is.
Betty, but it's
Maddie?
something.
Never would have gotten Maddie.
No, never.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about
that. To be honest, I still don't even think that's correct.
Maddie Fitzpatrick.
No way.
No way.
No way. I do want to say, your father is currently watching.
What up, Dad?
A great man that I have a lot of respect for. So I'm going to try my hardest not to curse. That being said, a fuck no was just about to come out, and I restrained myself.
And then you said
it
anyway.
But now I've said it anyway, so I've ruined it.
Yeah. So today was the Phineas and Ferb world premiere.
Yes.
It was one of my favorite events I've ever been to.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's one of Dad's top 5 shows of all time? Top 10?
Absolutely.
Absolutely top 5.
Okay, all right.
And I got to take Dad. He just happened to be in town, which was sick.
Well, that's great timing. I thought he came out for that.
No, it just happened to be this
that's
week.
great.
Yeah, no, it was sick.
It was a great surprise.
Yeah. And it was one of the best events ever because, number one, the new episode of Phineas and Ferb, season, 5? The new one is actually amazing.
That's amazing.
Like I was watching it, and at the end, I was just like, I was happy because obviously you're worried. It's one of the best shows of all time. It's one of the most popular shows of all time.
In your opinion.
It's one of the best shows of all time. It's one of the most popular shows of all time.
In your opinion.
And when they come back, after taking a break, you're always worried they're going to screw something up.
They screwed up Arrested Development. They screwed up Daredevil.
Yeah.
They screwed
Whoa!
You gave me a knock. You agreed.
In your opinion. And no, they don't miss a beat. It was potentially one of the best episodes of Phineas and Ferb
Period.
Like,
wow.
I really, really enjoyed the episode. It was really great. And then they sang songs afterwards. They did Get You Goo, and they did the intro song, and they did There's a Platypus Controlling Me, and they did Squirrels in My Pants.
Awesome.
Because it's one of the best Phineas and Ferb songs.
Iconic.
And so that was a lot of fun. And then they had like a not life size, but like a full built out, like Dr. Doofenshmirtz Incorporated.
Wow.
And yeah, Mr. Mosby was there.
Sick.
Which was crazy.
Yep.
I had multiple people respond to my story just saying Prindle. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Good job.
It's the thing on the thing.
Are you referring to the stick that refers to Park Reverse Neutral Drive and Lounge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good scene.
You know London Tipton. What's her name?
We're not with it today. Brenda Song.
Thank you so much. I also know that. That's not a Maddie situation. Brenda Song is a huge Rams fan.
Really?
Yes. So I'm very familiar with her.
Is Kevin McAllister?
Yes, Macaulay Culkin. They go to all LA sports together. They're big Lakers fans, but she did like a big Rams announcement video this year for our schedule. She did it, so she's a big fan.
How out of his league is she?
Wildly,
right?
Like,
yeah.
But he is Kevin McAllister.
But that's it. And then he was a druggie. You know what I mean?
She is so hot. And she's hot to this
I'm
day.
not saying he's ugly. I'm just saying like...
I am.
Oh, I'm just saying she's out of his league.
Did you turn the air on?
I did. I don't give an F.
That's not a good idea.
I don't give an F.
I see. Can you imagine if it just came through?
At least we're rolling.
That would be a good clip.
It was 80. It was like 80. It was 80s in here.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It is so hot.
And she hasn't responded.
Of course not.
So,
all right.
Until someone tells me to not do it.
All right. So Phineas and Ferb.
Season 5 is coming out.
Yeah.
I think the premiere is like June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, sometime next week. So when this comes out,
not the premiere that you just went to?
Like the premiere on Disney Plus, like where other people,
Thank you. Gotcha,
where like
gotcha.
normies can watch it.
Andrew. The last thing we want to come off as is elitist on this podcast.
Coughing's still happening.
So
I don't know if they're dropping the whole season, if they're doing that, or if they're doing it week by week. I don't know. But so it's dropping on Disney Plus, and whenever they do, I do want to do watch parties in the Discord.
Yeah.
So we'll be having Phineas and Ferb watch parties in the Discord for new episodes.
Yeah.
But the first episode is really, really good. Shout out them. I'm so happy. Nice work.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, we'll move on to some other news.
And then also in this episode, we're doing a bracket.
Yes.
We're doing an MCU character bracket.
Yes.
Based on how much we care about them.
It's post-Endgame, so it's really Phase 4 and 5 characters that were introduced in those phases. How much we care about them will determine. Yeah.
And then we've got a little draft. We haven't done a draft in a while.
Yes.
And the draft is going to be like a competition for the rest of the year.
Correct.
With a punishment that is decided by the patrons.
Correct.
So if you want to decide our punishment, go to the Patreon. But
yes, correct. We'll go into more detail about that in 15 minutes. Let's handle some news. All right, we're going to start with the lesser news. All right. Hunter Schafer. Are you familiar with the actress Hunter Schafer?
Yes.
She is in Hunger Games, Songbirds, Salads of Snakes or whatever. Ballads of Snakes and Songbirds
and
or
Venom
whatever.
and
she's Snow's sister or whatever. She's in Euphoria. That was like her big break.
Yeah.
She was just in a horror movie recently called Cuckoo. She is being eyed to play Zelda in the new Legend of Zelda movie. I have been very vocal that I am not a fan cast guy. Hunter Schafer for Zelda is the best fan cast I've ever seen in my life.
It's perfect.
She is perfect. Like
she just like
that's Zelda.
That's Zelda.
It seems to me that she turned to her surgeon and was like, "Make me Zelda."
Like, what do you want? Just shows a picture of Zelda.
And I've seen some backlash for that for certain reasons that we won't go over here.
Nope.
But like I saw somebody be like Anya Taylor-Joy. Hunter Schafer is so much better for Zelda than Anya Taylor-Joy.
But you rock with Anya Taylor-Joy.
I love Anya Taylor-Joy.
You like her eyes.
I love her eyes. And she's great as Princess Peach. And she's great.
You also love her eyes.
Oh, you better believe it. But like Anya Taylor-Joy is a great actress. But like Hunter Schafer is Zelda. Like that is the most perfect. Like I think the internet collectively was like Hunter Schafer should be Zelda a couple months ago. And I think since then I've been on that bandwagon.
Like, look
100%.
at this picture.
Are you going to show there's like a Met Gala picture or something where it's like, that is just Zelda.
That is just Zelda.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Zelda. The picture. Like, that is Zelda. Do that. I'm not really that interested in a live-action Zelda movie. I never played the video games. I know that Breath of the Wild is one of the best video games of all time. I know that Zelda and Link are in Smash and this and that and Ganondorf. Like, I know very little about the franchise. I don't really have interest in a live-action Zelda movie. You've got me with the Hunter Schafer casting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we're in agreement there. And then the biggest news we've got to talk about is major rumors are coming out. So many of them that I think it's all but confirmed that Mark Ruffalo is reprising his role as Bruce Banner and the Hulk in the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. What are your thoughts about that?
Okay, I have two.
Yes.
Number one, I find it interesting that Marvel is allergic to letting Spider-Man have his own movie.
They always need another MCU hero.
Every single one. It's a very, obviously, No Way Home. That one was fine because that was the point of No Way Home.
Yep, Doctor Strange
was to have,
yep,
and then also all the other ones. But like with the reset, it seemed like they wanted to be more grounded.
Yep,
he's the mind, the memory.
Nobody knows him.
Thing.
He's broke.
We wanted a street level story. We don't want another multiverse thing.
Yep.
So it seems like they're allergic to letting him have his own thing. So that could be a problem. But it's still MCU, so if it's a cameo or whatever, like that can't be too unexpected. But the second point is, with Hulk being in Brand New Day, is it going to be Hulk finally? You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to do with him? Because again, I've made this point over and over again. I don't like the way they've handled Hulk in the MCU.
I agree.
We haven't gotten Hulk really that hasn't lost a fight since Age of Ultron.
Yep.
And really since the beginning of
Age of Ultron, he loses the fight, though.
Yeah, halfway through he loses to Iron Man. Then he loses in Ragnarok to Thor. And like we see him for like 5 seconds fight the wolf.
Yeah.
Hela's wolf at the end of Ragnarok. He gets beat in frickin' Infinity War by Thanos immediately, and then he's in the the suit. He's in Veronica, and then he's Smart Hulk. Okay. Hulk is one of the most popular Marvel characters. He's one of my favorites, and he's popular because we like seeing him be Hulk.
Of course.
Which we have not seen. So are we going to get to finally see Hulk be Hulk again in a Spider-Man movie? I don't know.
I have a perfect rebuttal to what you just said. I think it's very possible that they've heard our criticisms and they're trying to do Hulk properly. Yeah. And I respect them for doing that, okay? Spider-Man movie is, especially this Spider-Man movie, is not the time to do it.
Not the time to do it.
And
you know what would have been a better time?
When?
Wolverine versus Hulk in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Correct.
Something like that.
I don't care about watching Spider-Man fight Hulk because you're going to need to pull some BS for Spider-Man, especially this Spider-Man, to beat Hulk. And he's going to use some Iron Man technology and everybody's going to complain about it and this and that. So I don't want to see that. I want to see Wolverine versus Hulk. Yeah. I don't want to see Spider-Man versus Hulk because realistically, even though this Spider-Man is very strong and arguably the strongest Spider-Man we've seen in live action, he is going to get dog-walked by a proper Hulk, or we're going to complain about Hulk losing another fight. And here's the wrinkle that I really want to say about Hulk, okay? Hulk is a good guy in the MCU. Bruce Banner is a good guy in the MCU. And as of right now, in the MCU continuity, he is Smart Hulk. So something would have to happen for him to go back to rage, crazy, amazing Hulk that we want, okay?
Yes.
Something would have to happen to get us there. Well, what would get us there? A villain making their plan unleash the Hulk on New York, and now Spider-Man has to save the day, right? That's realistically what could happen if it's a Spider-Man versus Hulk situation, okay? This would be the 4th time in the MCU that we would see a villain's plan be unleash a Hulk in some capacity. Loki in Avengers 1. Scarlet Witch in Age of Ultron. And then the leader in Brave New World's whole plan is to unleash a Hulk. So it would be the 4th time that a villain's plan is to unleash a Hulk. And it would be the 3rd time that that's the plan in somebody else's movie. Does that make sense?
And not a Hulk movie.
Yes!
Yeah. I don't think they're necessarily going to do that, though.
So then how would you do a proper Hulk, Rage Hulk?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's my thought process. I don't want to see that because I don't want to see if it's Mr. Negative or it's Scorpion or it's whatever street level villain you want to put in. Maybe it's an MCU Dr. Octopus. It's a female Dr. Octopus. I heard that, what's your girl from AMC? Nicole Kidman is being eyed for a role. Maybe it's a female Dr. Octopus. We don't know. But like whatever the role could be, if your plan is unleashing the Hulk, I don't want to see it because I've seen that already.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
You got any more news for me?
Yeah. Have you seen the new Superman behind the scenes footage?
You're talking about with the children?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
Oh, is this a negative point?
Absolutely freaking not.
Good.
This is what I wanted to say
Yeah, let's hear it.
about the new Superman footage that they released, the behind the scenes with the kids. Even if the movie isn't perfect, right? Even if the movie has some problems and it's, we come out of it and it's not a 10 out of 10, whatever.
You're cooking. I know where you're going with this.
I still am thankful. I'm going to give it some leeway because of all the things they're doing. But also, I am thankful to David Cornsweet. I am thankful to James Gunn, to DC, to Warner Brothers, and to this marketing team because they are properly framing Superman in the public consciousness. And I think that is a good thing regardless of how good the movie is. Like, they are representing this character with respect and honor and, thank you. Good on you. Everything I see from this is refreshing. So, obviously we want the movie to be good. Obviously that's what this whole thing is for. But even if you take the movie completely out of this equation, I think just in society, what we've gotten so far is a big positive.
I'm getting emotional right now. You're
Superman.
so right.
Yeah.
You're so right. And you know what I'm really excited about? I think the public is agreeing.
Yeah.
I think the public consciousness is looking at this being like, wow, this is great. Superman is early tracking to earn $154 million to $175 million on its domestic box office opening. That would be the biggest of 2025 domestically, and it would be the biggest ever for a Superman film. Have you heard the news that James Gunn is delivering the final locked cut of Superman by next Friday, a month early?
So he knows.
So the movie is done. They're confident in it. They know it's good. It's just, I agree with everything you're saying. Everything that's going on with this Superman movie it's magical. It's what movies are all about.
Yeah, we've talked about this with No Way Home and other movies where the journey to the movie is also part of why we love our jobs and why we love these characters and love just being a nerd. Because the journey to No Way Home was just as much fun as the actual movie.
Absolutely.
And I just remember watching that clip of Superman and being like, even if I don't get the movie, this right here is awesome. I was like,
I mean, when I met the Cookie Monster once,
yes.
It's incredible.
And he's just you're doing a great job. And the kids
are calling him Superman.
Yeah.
Because that's who this is for.
Yeah.
Right. You're 27. I'm 24. You're really old. Just a reminder.
Yep.
This isn't technically for us. You know what I'm saying? Even though we get paid for this and everything. This is for them that are calling Superman Superman. This is what this is all about. It's so special, man. I think that this is going to be the Top Gun Maverick of this year.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
But there are days where I'm not feeling so good.
And there are days where our audience doesn't feel so good. Mm-hmm. What should they do?
They should go to BetterHelp.
That's right. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I think one of the great things about our show, I just saw on TikTok someone reposted one of our clips where you were like, what do you do when you're sad? Or how do you get over something? And I gave a whole spiel about something. And I read it was a fan account and it had 300,000 views. And all the comments were super nice to us and to what I had to say about it. And someone was like, what episode is this on? What are they even talking about? And someone responded to it and just said, they just talk about mental health sometimes. And I was like, that's awesome. Shout out us. Shout out the community for appreciating that and giving us a space to talk about it. Because sometimes men's mental health, we just don't talk about it.
Correct.
So it's important. But BetterHelp is an online therapy service. They've got over 335,000 therapists.
Yep.
It's the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally.
Yes.
It's convenient. You can just book a session.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very convenient. I myself have signed up.
Yeah.
It's what it is it's just a little extra boost if you don't have somebody you could talk to about a certain thing going on, or you don't have a buddy of yours you're able to. We're very lucky, but this podcast.
Well, whenever you try to talk to me, I just make fun of you.
Correct. It's not the norm. Exactly. That's the norm. So
and vice versa.
Exactly.
No.
So if you want to take it a little bit more seriously, if you're struggling with whatever, or you just need some advice, we definitely highly recommend BetterHelp.
I've tried to find therapy before, and it's quite difficult with scheduling and insurance and location and all that. So it works. It has an app store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. So our listeners get 10% off with BetterHelp.com/EscapePod. Talk it out with BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/EscapePod.
Yes. Yeah, usually we end our episodes with the bracket. Let's hop right into it.
Okay.
All right. So this bracket, the concept is simple. It is characters that have been introduced since Endgame, really Phase 4 and Phase 5 characters, based on how much we care about them. Recently on the podcast, we were talking about how much we care about a lot of the Thunderbolts. I think a lot of them are some of the favorites to win this. But we were like, God, there aren't many Endgame. So this is a 64 seed bracket. Seeing truly how many MCU characters we do care about. Let's hop right into it. Yelena Belova versus Carly, the leader of the Flag Smashers. Pretty easy there. Pretty easy. I want to say that Carly may be last place on this entire bracket.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, she's low.
He Who Remains, so specifically that Kang variant,
would be high
if we would ever see him again, but we are never seeing him again.
But the actor decided to do some things.
Sure.
Allegedly.
There are going to be some people that comment that he didn't do those things. We're certainly not the people to decide that.
No. You know what is? The recording of him admitting it. All right.
So it's He Who Remains versus the Eternals. All of the Eternals.
The entirety of the team.
The entirety of the Eternals. I will say there are some Eternals I don't give an F about. Sprite is one of them.
I was about to say.
Obviously, Icarus is dead, but Icarus at this point, like...
Spoiler.
Sorry?
No. Who's the speedster? I like her.
Makari.
I like Makari.
I like Makari.
Makari's
I
good.
like Druig, played by Barry Keoghan. I like Fastos, played by... Really?
You're slipping.
I am slipping. I'm usually the guy with this stuff.
Brenda Song.
He's Megatron in Transformers 1. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, this is a shame. I'm so sorry. I'm a huge fan.
Comment L Rams,
Paperboy.
please.
It's Paperboy.
L Rams.
Okay. He Who Remains are the entire Eternals. I'm going the Eternals.
I'm going the Eternals.
Yeah, nice work.
If we got King Dynasty, it would be the other way around. But
yeah, because He Who Remains, I think, is a great
character. Yeah.
Hector Ayala, the White Tiger, or Mel from
Thunderbolts?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus' assistant. Yeah, I'm going Hector Ayala.
Yeah, I cared more about him because he's in a great show with some great writing.
And Thunderbolts isn't a great movie with great writing?
No, I'm just saying that's why he's on this list and that's why he's going forward.
I think he's going forward because I think that the show loses so much momentum when they take him out of it.
Right, so he's dead, so why is he moving forward then?
Because it's a really good performance from the late, great, not remembering his name
in a great
either.
show with great writing.
In your opinion.
I do care about Mel, though.
I do too,
like
but
Mel.
I'm going Hector Ayala.
I'm going Hector.
Okay, we've got Echo, your favorite character, post-Endgame.
Literally, I care so much more about Carly.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy how much more I care about Carly.
That is actually a crazy opinion. Yeah. I'd strongly disagree with that.
It seems to me like the entire purpose of the show Echo was to make me not care about Echo. That's how bad that show is.
Okay, well, the next one, the person going against Echo is winning anyway because it's Shang-Chi.
Oh my gosh.
We've got...
Where's he been?
He's going to be in Doomsday.
I know, but a character that we actually care about in a good movie, in my opinion, just not being here for 5 years.
He's playing golf with Anthony Mackie. Did you see that?
No.
All the behind-the-scenes photos of Doomsday are just the actors just hanging out because they don't have a script.
Good.
Sylvie from Loki, so Sylvie's twin sister, also girlfriend, whatever, or Gia, which is Emilia Clarke's character from your favorite show of all time, Secret Invasion.
Oh, the one with all the power at the end?
Yeah. I'm going Sylvie.
Fine. I don't like either of them.
Khonshu.
Okay.
Versus Ouroboros, or Obi, which is Ki Hoi Kwan. Yeah.
Obi.
I don't care too much about Obi, but I care about him more than Khonshu.
Yeah.
The best thing about Khonshu is the CGI looks always great and the voice, but otherwise I ain't give an F.
And some of the cosplays are sick.
Agreed.
I interviewed a Khonshu one time. I was like, he was tall. It was good.
Yeah, I've seen that clip. That's great.
It's a good kill.
Yeah. We've got Layla from Moon Knight, which is the Scarlet Scarab. Okay. Or we've got Cassie Lang. I know she's pre-Endgame, but I'm going with the Catherine Newton performance and portrayal, which is in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I'm going her.
Yeah, I'm going her.
We've got Shang-Chi's sister. I'm not going to try and pronounce her name. I will
you would be
butcher it.
labeled racist.
Correct. Or BB Urich. I'm going BB Urich.
I'm going BB Urich. 2 for 2 on the Daredevil Born Again characters. This is kind of crazy.
All right. Got to be honest with you. No idea who Nikki Ramos is.
Is that... No.
Who the hell is Nikki Ramos? Oh my gosh, this is She-Hulk's friend. Okay, well, she's against Red Guardian, so it's Red Guardian.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, 2 more Daredevil Born Again characters. We've got Daniel Blake, my boy, or Muse. We're going Daniel Blake.
Yep.
America, no, not 3 for 3, 3 for 4, because Muse is out.
I mean...
America Chavez, or we're going to get a lot of controversy for here, Cosmo the Space Dog. I'm going Cosmo by a country mile.
Mainly because of Guardians 3.
Yeah,
he's also technically, he's in like an end credit scene.
Cosmo is very much a female.
My bad.
Has a female voice.
Yeah,
and
I
everything.
misgendered her, for sure. No, she was
Cosmo is hilarious. The good dog bit with Kraglin is one of the best bits in that movie.
Yeah.
We've got Black Knight, Dane Whitman. That's the guy from Game of Thrones. Love him, but he's losing to Gambit Channing Tatum.
Yeah, which we'll never see again.
We're seeing him in Doomsday.
Oh, that's right.
That's like our biggest video on TikTok.
Literally, we got 1 million views.
9 million views.
Reacting to that. Doomsday doesn't count. Everyone's in that.
We've got Falcon, Joaquin Torres Falcon. Okay?
Yeah.
Or Death from Agatha, Rio.
I'm going Death.
Oh, because it's Aubrey Plaza. I want to go Joaquin Torres because he's from Miami.
Cool. I want to go Aubrey Plaza because I want to look at her more. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you Death.
I care about that. Yeah.
Adam Warlock.
Okay.
Moon Knight.
Don't be rash.
I'm going Adam Warlock.
Me too. It's crazy how like we're just picking characters from like good projects. Like Moon Knight is a titular character. Like he's an actual superhero.
I don't give an F.
I don't care. I care about the side villain / good guy from Guardians 3 who's been in one movie because it was hilarious. And it was a good movie. Don't be rash.
Kirsten McDuffie from Daredevil Born Again. Or Cherry from Daredevil Born Again. I'm going Kirsten because Cherry sucks in the middle of that show.
I know. Cherry started off so strong.
Arthur Harrow. Do you remember who that is? That's the villain of Moon Knight. He's played by Black Phone.
Yeah. You are suffering.
I'm really not in it today. I'm so sorry, guys. This is literally my job. Like, that's the thing I bring to the podcast.
Ethan Hawke,
damn. Or Kate Bishop. It's obviously Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop.
Bob Sentry.
Yeah.
Or Titania. Do you remember her? She's a side villain character in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
It's Bob.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. MODOK.
Oh, gosh.
Or Melina Vostokov, which is Rachel Weisz in Black Widow. That's their mom.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going her just because MODOK sucks.
Sure.
Okay. I know you're going to want to go Cassandra Nova here. But I can't stress enough how badly I want to go Miss Minutes.
I will give you Miss Minutes.
Thank you.
I will give you Miss Minutes.
I love her.
Imagine she shows up in Doomsday. She's like, howdy, everybody.
I will come.
Okay.
Tara Strong, man. General Dreykov. Awful.
Does it make you upset that I've met her?
You've met Tara Strong?
Yeah, I told you this. I was in a car with her from like a ride from the airport.
I didn't know this.
Spent a lot of time with her, yeah.
I'm very jealous. Do you think we could get her on the podcast?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm a big fan.
I know.
General Dreykov.
You probably have sealed the deal that she's not coming on the podcast, given the fact that you said you would orgasm because of her character.
You're right.
So I'm gonna put that one on you.
What if we don't post that clip?
Next.
General Dreykov
Uh-huh.
or She-Hulk. I'm going She-Hulk easily.
Yep.
Wiccan, Billy Maximoff, primarily from Agatha, but he's in a bunch of other stuff too. He's in Multiverse of Madness. He's in WandaVision. Or Eros, which is Harry Styles at the end of Eternals. I really want to go Harry Styles at the end of Eternals.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just...
Because you don't care about Billy.
No, I don't.
Good. Because you're homophobic.
I was going to leave that up to interpretation.
Nice.
But you interpreted it properly. No, we're not clinking on that. No, I just don't... It's crazy how much people like Agatha more than me. I thought we all agreed Agatha was kind of mid. But then when I made my list and I had Agatha kind of low, everyone freaked out on me. So it's not really a Billy thing. It's just I didn't care about Agatha.
You know, we were kind of low on Agatha. And
there are parts of Agatha that are good, and I like Aubrey Plaza.
the Patti LuPone episode is incredible.
Yes, that was a good episode. The Upside Down Room.
Yes. Incredible.
And there are parts of Billy's character that I cared about, but...
I cared about him way more in WandaVision.
Yeah, I cared way more about him when he sang the ice cream song.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I hated him. That probably bumps him off the list entirely because of that song.
Less than Carly.
Yeah, I care more about Carly.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? Who was he going against?
Somebody I like. Eros, Harry Styles from Eternals. Which is one of my favorite castings in MCU history.
The roof
What?
just pooped. I heard it.
It was like a big one?
It was like a bloop. Yeah, so the fact that they haven't brought Harry Styles back, though. When did they introduce him?
Eternals. After
Yeah.
credit scene. I know. We may never see him again.
They
I
look
don't
at
care.
everything that happened in Eternals and just like...
That's not true. They got the Celestial in...
Yeah, but
Brave New
it took them
World.
5 years. Uh-huh. And that was because people like us were like, why aren't they addressing the freaking big hand in the ocean?
I want to make something clear. People like us. I never complained about that. There's always shit in the MCU that happens that is never addressed. The president was kidnapped
Yeah, but you complain about it in Born Again.
in Iron Man 3. Yes, because they're in New York. Fuck you. Excuse my language. Kang the Conqueror from Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, or Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
De Fontaine.
Obviously, we loved her.
That's so dumb that we care more about Allegra de Fontaine, Val, than Kang the Conqueror. Get your crap together, Marvel. Goodness.
Hunter B-15? No?
No.
She's the black woman from, she's in Sinners. She is in
Yeah.
Loki,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yep,
she's
yep,
also
yep.
in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep,
she
yep.
flirts with Peter.
Yep.
Or Heather Glenn, the now ex-girlfriend of Matthew Murdock. I'm going to go Hunter B-15, but it's close.
It is close.
I don't
because
really care about either of these people.
I care about both.
Okay, so I'm the opposite.
Yeah, no, I think she's a good side character in Loki, and then her showing up in Deadpool and Wolverine. I was like, oh yeah, good. Her. And then Heather. Heather's character, I care about because the twist sucked so bad, and I was like, there's no way she's gonna go work for him, and then she did. So I care about that. But yeah,
Hunter B-15. We've got Mobius, Owen Wilson from the TVA.
okay.
Honestly, a favorite for me. And we've got Luke Jacobson. I have no idea who that is.
Who made this bracket?
Finn.
Shout out Finn.
Shout out Finn as always.
Luke Jacobson.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the
Oh!
he makes the
This is the fashion designer from She-Hulk. It's
Yeah.
Mobius.
yeah, it's Mobius.
Taskmaster or Bruno Corelli.
It's crazy. We're gonna put. Bruno.
It's crazy because like I would know who all of these people are.
He's someone from Miss Marvel. He's a former student and one of Kamala Khan's best friends. Is it? her
Oh,
best
this
friend?
is Bruno. This is the white guy she's friends with. Like honestly, it's him. Even though I didn't remember his name because they've either butchered Taskmaster or killed her.
Yeah.
Jack Duquesne, the swordsman, who shows up in everything now.
Yeah.
Or Wenwu.
Yeah.
Wenwu easily. Agatha Harkness or Gore the God Butcher. It's Gore.
Wow.
It's Gore.
They're gonna freaking freak out.
Gore is played by one of the generationally best actors. Generationally.
Do you know his name?
Christian Bale.
Nice work, Alex. I'm so
I
proud of you.
hate that I clinged you on that, but I do. I deserve it after today. Right, Christian Bale is in a different movie than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't.
But
Agatha's show made me care so much less about her. I liked Agatha so much more before the Agatha All Along song.
Whoa.
Like before the twist
crazy.
that she's
They're
bad.
gonna freak out.
Before the twist that she's bad, I liked Catherine Hahn so much more. When she was just obnoxious and she was like almost sinister. But then when she became bad, I was like, I don't care. And I don't give an F about her as a protagonist in her own show. Sorry. Ravonna Renslayer, Photon, Monica Rambeau, easily. Angela Del Toro, that is White Tiger's niece.
Okay.
Or the High Evolutionary.
Yeah.
Ironheart, Riri Williams, the greatest CGI in the history of the MCU. Or John Walker, our GOAT.
John Walker.
Terrible person, great character. Love him. Yeah.
Is John Walker a terrible person?
Yeah.
Why?
Decapitate somebody with the shield.
Yes.
That's enough to make you a bad guy. Somebody that is, yes, a terrorist.
He is a terrorist.
But like, also, he's in a position, he's not technically
he's defenseless.
Surrendering, but he is defenseless, and you decapitate him with the shield.
With the shield is
you
the kicker.
You can't do that.
Is the kicker.
But they did just kill your boy. Battlestar did just get murked.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even by this guy, it was Carly.
But you're telling me someone murders your dear buddy John. Mm-hmm. You're not decapitating them?
But I'm not a good guy. I'm certainly not good enough to be Captain America.
No, yeah.
Here's the toughest one.
He's also a decorated war. I'm just veteran.
He is a decorated veteran.
In terms of the Thunderbolts, I just think he's not the worst.
Alexi's the worst.
We'll get to that.
You don't think Alexi's a bad guy?
No, I just was going to talk about when we came back to him.
Cool. All right, this is the toughest one in this first round, and then we have one more, and then we're done, okay? Namor.
Okay.
Or Kamala's family.
Oh, come on.
Kamala's family.
Correct.
Good take.
Correct.
Darben, the villain of the Marvels.
What's the... In my El Nino Sin Amor.
El Nino Sin Amor. Yes. Really good. That's like some of the best writing in the entire MCU.
Daredevil Born Again.
I hate you. Darben, the villain of the Marvels.
In your opinion.
Or Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, Kamala.
Obviously a favorite to win this whole thing. I know. It's going crazy now. It's because the AC is on.
Yeah, but it just turned off. The AC just turned off. And now you're peeing? All right.
Yelena versus the Eternals. I'm still going Yelena.
Yep.
Hector Ayala, White Tiger. I like him, but I don't like him more than Shang-Chi.
Correct.
Sylvie versus Obi. I'll go Sylvie, I guess.
Obi.
Okay, I'll go Obi. I don't care about really either of these characters compared to all these ones so far. Oh, I don't care about either of these people. BB Urick or Cassie Lang. I guess I'll go BB Urick.
Yeah. I care a little bit more about Cassie because she's an actual superhero in the movies. But like...
I like BB's plot with her.
Yeah,
I was really upset when they killed the commissioner.
Yeah, me too.
Because I thought that them working together would be so fun.
It was brutal, though.
Yeah. Red Guardian or Daniel Blake. I love Daniel, but it's Red Guardian.
Yes.
It's like not even really close.
Yeah, so why is Red Guardian a bad guy?
Let's come back because that was such an easy decision. It'll come when it's a harder decision. This is a hard decision. Gambit, Channing Tatum, or Cosmo the Space Dog. I honestly want to go Cosmo.
Or Gambit?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
I think Gambit is more of a joke than anything. I actually cared about Cosmo. Death or Adam Warlock?
Adam Warlock.
No, I'm surprised. I thought you were going to go Death again.
Yeah.
You love looking at her.
I mean, yeah, but that's got to have a limit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I appreciate it. Kirsten McDuffie or Kate Bishop? Kate Bishop. Bob or Melina? It's Bob, obviously. Mm-hmm. Miss Minutes or She-Hulk? Dang it.
Miss Minutes.
No, I'm going She-Hulk. There's no way. You like She-Hulk. And you like Jen.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I would be like so totally fine if I never saw her again.
Oh, I don't think I would be.
You know what I mean?
I really like her. I really like that show. I do. I'm going She-Hulk. You're going Miss Minutes?
I don't care. You can. I'll do either.
I'm going She-Hulk.
I'm trying to.
What are you doing? You're not locked. You've been locked this whole episode despite your illness, and now you've unlocked. All right,
I'm looking up something for the episode.
Okay. Eros or Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Val.
Hunter B-15 or Mobius. Mobius.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno, Miss Marvel's friend or Wenwu. Wenwu.
Winwoo.
Gore the God Butcher or Monica Rambeau. Monica Rambeau.
Mm-hmm.
The High Evolutionary or John Walker. Love the High Evolutionary, but it's John Walker.
Yeah.
Kamala's family or Kamala. That is tough, but it is Kamala.
It is Kamala.
I love Kamala's family, though, and I'm upset that they're out this early because they would have beaten a lot of people. Ah, she's the best. Yelena or Shang-Chi.
You know where else her family appears? In Born Again.
Just the dad. And honestly, I would argue he's my least favorite of the family. I like the mom and the brother and the brother's wife.
Oh, I like the dad better than the brother.
No, the brother's hilarious.
They're all hilarious.
You're right. I do love the dad. Now
The
that I'm
dad's
thinking
great.
about it, I'm tripping.
That's great.
Yelena or Shang-Chi. I'm going Yelena. It's not even really close.
Oh, it's close, but I'll go Yelena.
Yeah. BB Hurek or OB. One of these characters is going to get way farther than they should. I want to go BB here.
Yeah.
Red Guardian or Cosmo. I'll go Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, yes.
Kate Bishop or Adam Warlock. I'm going Kate Bishop.
Yes.
Bob or She-Hulk. So that's
I
centric.
care more about Bob.
I think that's fair. I do. I think I'll go Bob as well. A lot of Thunderbolts here. Valentina or Mobius? If it was just Mobius in season 1, I would easily give it to Mobius here. But Valentina is really good in Thunderbolts. And I don't love Mobius in most of season 2 of Loki. I will say, though, his line in episode 1 of season 2 of Loki, where he's like, he who remains, I need a Loki that remains, is so good. I'm going to give it to Mobius.
Okay. You don't like his I'm going to let time pass
No.
line?
I don't care. I didn't care about the ending of that show at all.
I know a lot of people care about that line. I was just wondering.
I don't care. I was so upset. Why didn't he ride a jet ski?
I know. They should have let him ride a jet ski. Maybe he'll do that in Doomsday. Everything's going to happen in Doomsday. They're going to be fighting Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, and Mobius is
On a jet ski.
He's going to be...
Wenwu
Yeah.
or Photon, Monica Rambeau? I'm going Monica Rambeau, but I do think Wenwu is one of the better MCU villains. John Walker or Miss Marvel? Awful. It's Miss Marvel.
It's Miss Marvel.
But that sucks. I really like John Walker, and I'm sad to see him go before BB Urick.
Yeah, that is kind of whack.
Yelena versus BB Urick.
Yelena.
Obviously. Kate Bishop
Kate Bishop.
or Red Guardian. Now we could have the Red Guardian conversation.
So what does he do?
He
He works for the USSR and everything, but like...
he human traffics child Natasha and Yelena.
But...
Is one of the worst things in the MCU.
Sure, but like, why did that happen?
Because he works for Dreykov. I just rewatched Black Widow. I rewatched it after
Okay, then
Thunderbolts.
explain it to me.
They have the opening sequence where they get on the plane and they need to leave. They go to Cuba.
Yeah.
In Cuba, they are giving Dreykov, Yelena, and Natasha. Because they were undercover as the family
Right.
to get stuff from S.H.I.E.L.D. They got stuff from S.H.I.E.L.D. They were found out by S.H.I.E.L.D. If David Harbour, if Red Guardian truly cared about the girls, he would have given those girls up to S.H.I.E.L.D., who would have done something actually good with them.
But like, not that this is an excuse, but he was working for the government, right? Like that, they were like telling him to do that.
He was working for Dreykov.
Like he didn't like work for the Russians and then go off on his own and work for Dreykov and then like human traffic.
I don't know if Dreykov's the government. I think Dreykov is his own thing.
But it's General Dreykov.
Okay, sure. Even if he works for the government and he works for Dreykov, like, he cares about these girls because he raises them. He remembers the song My American Pie in Black Widow, and then obviously cares deeply for Yelena in Thunderbolts. So he obviously cares for them, but then his move is to take them to Cuba and give them to Dreykov, who cuts out their vaginas and makes them kill children and makes them these super soldiers that don't care about anything other than killing people. And you don't see this in Black Widow. They're succumb to the red powder stuff. That like, so Yelena is killing friends of hers.
Because it was mind control.
Mind control.
So like all the stuff they did can be explained away.
Correct.
Because of the mind control.
Correct. Yelena has all that regret that you see in Thunderbolts. You see her trauma rooms. All of that is Red Guardian's fault. All of it. And in Black Widow, when they're at Cuba, you don't remember this, young Scarlett Johansson grabs like a gun from somebody and is like, you are not taking her. And it's David Harbour that calms her down. That's like, everything's going to be okay. Knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah. So do you think he's irredeemable?
Probably. He's a pretty bad guy. That's a pretty bad thing to do. We always talk about feats on this podcast. This is more of an action. It's not really a feat. But that action is arguably the worst thing any hero has done in the MCU. It's certainly worse than decapitating the guy with the shield for John Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he's a bad guy doesn't mean I don't love him. I love David Harbour also plays Frankenstein in the Creature Commandos show,
which is terrible.
Way worse than Red Guardian, and I still love him. He's hilarious.
So funny in that show. He's so funny.
So I'm not saying I don't love him. I love Red Guardian, but he's a bad person.
Do you think he knew everything that they were going to do to him?
Maybe not the extent. But they load them up into that truck, man, like at the Cuban beach.
I think he was just a little too obsessed with his government because he looks back on it still and is like, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he's bad. That's why I wanted to bring it up because I remember him.
So, Kate Bishop or Red Guardian? With
all that being said, Red Guardian.
I love Kate Bishop, but I'm leaning towards Red Guardian.
Because of Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is so good.
But she is so good in Hawkeye.
And she's my friend.
She is a friend of the show. How was the wedding? You were just at the wedding a week ago?
Yeah, no.
It was a beautiful service, I heard.
She apologized to me. It's okay.
No. You guys are on friendly terms. Do you remember you worked out that thing with Josh and the Rams won that game we needed to win?
Yeah.
Which is still one of the greatest things you've ever done.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Shout out Haley.
Shout out friend of the show, Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if we want to just say Red Guardian's a bad guy, but we care about him.
Yeah, I'll go Red Guardian. I'll go Red Guardian because his speech to Yelena.
Yeah.
His speech to Yelena is incredible in Thunderbolts.
So that relieves him of all guilt, right?
No, Andrew.
Avengers with a Z.
Oh, it's becoming my favorite post-credit scene in MCU history.
It's good.
It's so funny. Sam Wilson is dumb, litigious man. I am smart man. It's so funny. Bob, the Sentry, or Mobius? This is hard.
Bob.
I don't want to give it to Bob. I want to give it to Mobius.
Why?
Because I love him so much in season 1. I care about him so much.
Who was he just against?
Valentina. I think I care about Valentina more than Bob.
You're cooking.
Mobius in season 1 is like...
I care more about Valentina than Mobius, though, probably.
Sure, but Mobius in season 1 is the most I've cared about a character post-Endgame. I just didn't love him in season 2, so season 2 really hurts him. When he dies, when he gets voided, what is that called? Pruned? When he gets pruned in episode 4 of season 1 of Loki, I was like, you've lost me. The show has completely lost me. And then they prune Loki at the end, and then I was like, oh, thank God. You didn't prune Mobius. You didn't kill Mobius. You were just sending him somewhere else.
To the end of time.
The void. Which is now where everything's going to be.
I'll let him go through one more time.
Yeah. I like Mobius. Season 1 of Mobius, I definitely like more than Bob. I need to rewatch that show to remind myself how good Loki season 1 is, because every time I think of Loki, I just think of the dog shit that's in season 2.
You're pissing off so many people.
I don't care. It's so overrated. Photon, Monica Rambeau, or Miss Marvel. It's 2 of the Marvels. It's the 2 newer Marvels. But it's obviously Miss Marvel. I do care about Monica, and I'm happy she made it
Name
this
someone
far.
in the MCU you would want to have on more than Iman Vellani.
I can't because
it's tough.
It doesn't exist.
Charlie Cox?
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. Obviously. Robert Downey Jr. is number 1.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is up there. Absolutely.
Iman Vellani.
She's up there. But like...
Iman Vellani, Anthony Mackie.
Iman Vellani.
Iman Vellani, I think.
Yeah, it's not even close. I'd rather...
Iman Vellani, Sebastian Stan.
Iman Vellani. Pedro Pascal I'd rather have, because he's got Mando.
Yeah. but it's close.
Yelena. Oh, fuck. Yelena versus Red Guardian.
We got to give it to Yelena.
We do, don't we?
She's not as funny, though.
She's not. But she is the best.
Oh, but man.
I do. I love her so much.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yelena is in Thunderbolts throughout the movie. And there were times where I was like, this needs Red Guardian. And when Red Guardian showed up, I was like, this movie is now better.
Any time that Red Guardian is in the movie, it's the best scene in the movie.
Yes. When he shows up in the desert in his limo.
That's the best scene in the movie. Like, actually.
Breath of fresh air. And then his scene with Yelena is really good.
And he's the best part of the after credit scene.
But he traffics children.
But, well, she's done bad stuff too. She kills that child in Thunderbolts.
Huh?
Yelena!
Yeah, but you just said she's all...
No, she's not brainwashed at that scene. In that scene.
But she's a child.
She's a child. It's fucked up, though. Excuse my language.
Maybe he's brainwashed a little bit by his government.
No.
I'm trying.
Yelena or Red Guardian is tough. What I'm going to say puts her over the edge.
Hawkeye.
She's so funny in Hawkeye. Kid Bishop! No, I would have killed you before you walked in the door. Her banter with Kate is so great. But Red Guardian is my goat. This is the hardest one by far.
I'm thinking of it like this. Technically, it should be Yelena. She's more of the lead in Thunderbolts. She was in Hawkeye, and she's not as bad of a person, right? There's some reasons for Yelena, and it's Florence Pugh, and she's been in more stuff, and she's more of a leading force a little bit. But if there was a movie coming out, Avengers Secret Wars, and they were announcing people that were in it, I think I would be happier if Red Guardian was in it. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. And I get the point of the technicality, right? There's the technicality that it's her movie and this and that, and she's been in more stuff, and there's more development for her, and we technically should care more about her. In the Marvels, what character do you care about more than Kamala Khan? In the Marvels.
I don't.
Nobody. Yeah. Even though she's a side character.
Yeah.
So side characters can be better, so Red Guardian is winning.
Okay.
Mobius, Kamala Khan, Kamala Khan.
Oh, dude, I was about to flip this table.
No. Kamala Khan, obviously. I was saying, like, Mobius is out, and it's Red Guardian versus Kamala Khan. I want to go Kamala.
I want to go Kamala.
Great work.
Top 3, Yelena, Red Guardian, Kamala.
It's a great
That's a great top 3.
And if you would have told me Mobius is the 4th guy after season 1 of Loki, I would have been like, absolutely. This is a great... I don't think there's any snubs here.
Yeah, we're great at our jobs, dude.
I think so.
Anyone who disagrees, that's their opinion, in their opinion.
I think so.
And they're wrong.
You ready to hop into this draft?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we are going to draft 2025 movies. So for the rest of the year, we're
Correct.
what are we, halfway through? We're almost halfway through.
We're almost halfway through. By the time this comes out, we'll be almost halfway through.
So it'll be the second half of the year, 2025 movies.
Yes.
Based on how much they are going to gross. Are we both drafting 5?
We are both drafting 5.
Okay, and then at the end of the year, we will come back and look at each other's draft lists.
Correct.
And calculate whose list made more money.
Correct.
And they will win.
Correct.
And the loser will have to do a punishment that we're going to let the patrons decide.
The Deborah tier patrons are going to give us suggestions that the entire Patreon is going to get to vote on.
Cool. Do you want me to flip a coin for who goes first?
Yes, but are we doing a snake draft?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Call it.
Heads.
So if it's heads, you go first.
Yep.
Flipping. It is heads. Hit
Cool.
it.
I'll go first.
Yep.
First overall pick, Avatar: The Way of Water.
Excellent. I'll take Avatar: Fire and Ash.
That's what I meant, though. You know what I meant. I literally have Way of Water written down, though. Fire and Ash. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Well, yeah, give me Way of Water.
Yeah,
that movie made $2 billion.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah.
Fire and Ash. You know what I meant. Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Okay, yeah, that's obviously the first pick.
Yes.
I don't want to hope that movie doesn't do well. I want that movie
I know. That's the issue. Is like I kind of want to pick things a certain way so that I'm not... Like, there's a movie on here we'll get to after the draft that, like, I'm not going to pick because I don't want to root for this movie to make money.
And, man, now I have to, like, root for Avatar to not make as much. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yep.
You ready for this?
Please.
You probably didn't think about this.
Yeah.
As my second pick, or my first pick.
Yeah.
I'm going Zootopia 2.
I have it written down.
Is that your second?
No, but it's on here.
The first one made over $1 billion, and the second one is on track to make $1 billion.
Did the first one make $1 billion?
It made like 1.1 or something.
Wow.
Yes, and with Inside Out 2,
Wow.
I was looking for kids movies. I was looking for animated movies. Zootopia
Smart.
2 is my first pick.
Yep, that's a
Second
good
pick, I'm gonna go Jurassic World. The
Yep.
track record's there.
Yep. I'll give that to you every
And
day of the week.
it's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'll give that to you every day
It's
of the week.
dinosaurs.
I'm so interested to see what your next picks are. My next pick is Superman.
Okay.
I'm happy rooting for it to succeed, and
Yep.
I think it will succeed. I got to do it. Fantastic Four.
Okay, frick, yeah. Frick. Dang, you've got Avatar, Superman, and Fantastic Four. That's not fair.
I do.
I was hoping I'd get one of those. But I had to go. So, another maybe dumb pick.
Yeah.
I'm going Megan 2.0.
That's an awful pick.
I think it's going to make a lot of money.
I swear to God, you just lost.
Yeah?
I'm thrilled you picked that, but that's a terrible pick.
You don't think it's going to make a lot of money?
No, I have horror movies on here that are going to make more than Megan.
Then Megan 2.0?
Yep.
How much did the first one make? I actually didn't research this one.
That was an awful pick. That was like crazy. You just gave it to me. Every comment, L Megan 2.
And then type L
Knew
Rams.
that was coming.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a terrible pick.
Yeah. How much did it make?
Like 100,
Yes.
200?
No, it was a huge success on the budget, but the second one may make more, but it's not. All right, what's your next pick?
Wicked for Good.
Yeah, that was my next pick. Nice work. That's just a guaranteed X amount, but I don't know if it's
The first one made so much. The first one made more than I thought it did.
It made $700 million.
Yeah.
So the high end is $700 million. It'll probably make close to $5 million, but that's a good pick. So this is the last pick.
You get 2.
Oh, I get 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so I get to play around here, and because you took such a bad pick, I get to make a big risk here. I get to swing for the fences. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the.
Megan 2.0 is going to crush. It's going to be amazing.
I'm gonna go with the horror movie that's going to make way more than Megan
Conjuring?
2. I'm gonna go with FNAF 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
That's this year?
Comes out December 5th of 2025.
I'm going to kill myself.
Good night.
No. FNAF 2. Release date.
December 5th, 2025.
Frick.
Yup.
No.
Yup.
FNAF box office.
300 million?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, so it wasn't that much more.
No, but the next one is going to make so much. Because they're getting into the lore that everybody likes. And it's not releasing
You think it's going to make more than the first one?
It's not releasing on Peacock the same day it comes out.
That'll help it, for sure.
Because the last one made $300 million after releasing on Peacock the same day.
Yeah.
And my final pick, I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm doing it. F1, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that was on there.
Yep. What's your final pick? I can't wait to tell you my honorable mentions here.
I have 3. Hold on.
There's an angle you can take that I'm surprised you're not just taking. This is fun. We should do more drafts with high stakes.
Okay.
I'm really happy with the research I did. I think I just killed you.
Killed me.
Let's see it. What do you got, baby?
I'm going to do How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good pick. I didn't want to pick it because I don't want to root for that movie. Here are some of the honorable mentions, and I feel very strongly about this. I think 28 Years Later is going to make more than Megan 2.
Really?
Yes, 28 years later, I don't know if you know this.
How much you want to bet?
I'll bet you $100.
I have no idea. I've never watched the first one.
The first one is like a very famous, successful movie. It's kind of what broke Cillian Murphy. But the new one, the 28 Years Later trailer, won all of the awards at the Golden Trailer Awards, which I know isn't the biggest deal in the world. That's the Oscars for trailers. But it is such a viral trailer that I think that trailer is so good, it's just going to put butts in seats.
Yeah.
I do. I feel that way. I also think Weapons has a sneaky chance of being a very successful horror movie.
I think it'll do well.
Off of the back of the unbelievable marketing for weapons and the fact that it's off the back of Barbarian, which actually made a decent amount of money. It didn't make Megan money, but it did. And then the last honorable mention I had, Bad Guys 2. Bad Guys 2 might make a ton.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to pick it because I'm not familiar with the franchise.
What about Now You See Me 3?
I could see it making $100 million. I could see it making $200 million. I could see it making 20.
I think people have been waiting for that movie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like Megan could be a Saw thing where
What's the highest grossing Saw movie ever?
But like they're all so popular.
But like I think the highest grossing one is probably like $200 million, buddy.
Yeah, but Saw highest.
F1. What if F1 makes $1 billion and I just screw you with the F1?
No, that was on my list. That was my next pick.
What was your honorable mentions?
I just had Now You See Me.
Yeah.
Now You See Me 3. Conjuring.
Yeah.
Because all the Conjuring movies have done well.
No, they do, and they all make like $1 billion. Like I mean, they don't make $1 billion, but like the franchise has made like $1 billion.
Right. That's what I was.
But the last one is so bad, and this one isn't directed by James Wan.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick it.
That really hurts it.
If it was Conjuring 2 or 3, I might have picked it.
Yeah, that's fair. If it was The Nun, I would have picked it. The Nun movies make a ton. They love The Nun at the box office. Well, we need something real quick to wrap up.
Saw movies have made nothing.
I know, I told you. So we need something quick to wrap up. Last week, we wrapped up with a fun MCU question. This week, we're going to wrap up with a fun MCU question, okay? Mm-hmm. The MCU's big three versus Marvel Comics' big three. So it's Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America versus Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Hulk. Obviously, if we take 616 Spider-Man, he might win alone. So we're going to take, even though that's the comics big three, we're going to use their MCU iterations. So it's going to be Hulk. I'll take Prime Hulk, so Avengers 1 Hulk. Still not that good. Okay. Wolverine from Deadpool Wolverine. And then Tom Holland Spider-Man. Who is winning that fight?
Versus Iron Man, Thor, and
Captain America.
Well, Cap beats Spider-Man.
Also, I want to say that Spider-Man is going to see Iron Man in this fight and say, "Oh my gosh, Mr. Stark, I can't hurt you," and he's going to sit down.
Mr. Stark.
So I really think
it's... My internship.
Exactly. I really think it's Wolverine and Hulk versus
I'm useless unless I'm lifting a piece of rubble.
I hate you. I do. In my opinion, I hate you.
In your opinion, you hate me, yeah. Hulk, I mean, Prime Thor is beating Prime Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that literally happens in Ragnarok. This Hulk sucks! Frick!
Wolverine is going to have to carry.
And he's not.
But, like, what does he do in Deadpool Wolverine that's, like, beating the Trinity?
He's especially not beating Iron Man.
If we take prime iterations of these characters, it's Cap with Mjolnir.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Let's say Mjolnir's with Thor or Stormbreaker.
Okay.
He doesn't have... He has his base level stuff, which is his shield.
Okay.
Is Wolverine beating him?
Wolverine can't die here. That's the thing.
He can. I hate that argument. All these characters have to be able to die, or it's not an argument.
Well, I bet it's like knock him out.
Sure. Let's pair them up. Cap is beating Spider-Man, Iron Man is beating Wolverine, and Thor is beating Hulk.
Iron Man's beating Wolverine?
Yes.
How?
He goes toe-to-toe with Thanos.
Wolverine has adamantium claws and a healing factor.
Great. Iron Man flies.
Yeah, how is he going to touch him?
Yeah, are you...
I mean, he's got super strength.
And it's going to be the nanotech that we're talking about.
Yeah.
He fights Thanos. He's Thanos, Tony.
Thanos is beating Hugh Jackman's Wolverine?
Brother.
I don't think so.
Brother.
With the stones. Okay. But Thanos is like going easy on Tony.
No, he's not.
I think he is.
No, he's not.
So you're taking the MCU Trinity versus...
Easily, I think.
But we do agree that the comics iterations of Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Hulk absolutely obliterate the MCU. Even if you take the comic iterations of those MCU characters, they still obliterate.
I don't know about obliterate, but yeah. I mean,
Thor has some crazy feats in comics, but Cap and Iron Man do not.
I mean, Hulk's If we're taking prime versions of these characters,
Yeah. But 616 Spider-Man, like, legitimately sell those to this MCU Trinity. 616 Spider-Man.
How is he beating Thor?
No, 616 Spider-Man has like some crazy feats.
Yeah, like beating Thor.
I don't know. I don't read comics.